Hi, I'm back again. This is Liz. I'm gonna finish up my comments. Okay, there's one from Terry's21, and it's on the comment for Wicca for beginners tools and divination tools. Here's what you wrote. What DUS space BAS it BMENING. I have no idea what you're asking. You need to resend it, hopefully, so it's something I actually understand. I just have no idea what you're talking about, so you'll have to resend it to me. Look up your comment if you don't know what you wrote, and get back to me, and I will answer. Okay, the next one is from Polarspirit, and it says that you are totally new to Wicca, and I was talking about the runes, and that's why you were watching this, because you were going to make runes, and I said something about curse, and that kind of freaked you out a little bit. The paper that I printed out had a rune curse on it. And I said you could go on that site. The only reason I mentioned the curse is because it was on there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have mentioned it. And I strongly suggest you didn't do it. You're not going to accidentally curse someone, which was what you were scared of. Because you're going to know. It's like if someone says, oh, well, trip them down the stairs. You know that's wrong. If you're reading a spell and it says something, it's like a love spell to make a certain person love you, you know that's not right, because you're forcing your will on someone else. You know, if it's a spell to get back at someone, you know it's not right. You know, your moral compass will straight out tell you what's right and what's wrong. You can't accidentally curse someone. So, I mean, you really just can't accidentally do it. You look through spells and look through them, because some spells, it's like, oh, it seems okay. But once you really start looking, make sure it doesn't involve any, hurt someone, The only way you're accidentally going to make a mistake is, let's say, like I said, let's say you want money, and you asked for money in a spell. You might get that money, but magic works mysterious ways, so you might get that money, but your aunt might have died and left you money, and that's where you got the money from. So you got to be careful what you ask for. I'm not saying they died because of magic, it's just, you just got to be careful what you ask for. That kind of stuff you really shouldn't ask for. I mean, you can ask for help to find a job, because you're already looking for jobs, so you do a little spell to boost your confidence, or boost your, boost it so you have a better chance of getting a job. But there's really no way to accidentally hex someone. You're gonna know, it's, if you're hexing someone, it's like, make this person have boils or scars or, acne or whatever, I mean, it's not accident. You're gonna know. So I hope that answers your question. If not, get back to me. The next one I have is from wiccawolfie, sorry. And they were asking about divination, and they said all the books that they read had a vague definition. The reason they have a vague definition is because divination is very vague. Basically, I mean, it's really hard to explain. And it depends on what divination you're doing. When you look at, this is what I do. This is how I find it helpful. You want to do meditation, lots of meditation, because meditation is a big thing in divination. You have to be able to clear your mind and ask for what you want, and then divine, depending on the divination. Tarot, you still have to do that, but not to the extent. Same with if you're using a pendulum, but if you're scrying, that's a little different. If you scry with a mirror, the best way I can explain it is you concentrate so hard that your eyes kind of go blurry, and you see visions. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to see someone walking down the street. You might see shapes, vague shapes. That's why I said it's probably a vague definition, because it's different for every person, and it is a very vague thing, unless it's like tarot or runes or something that you're using a particular object that has many, like with runes or with tarot, you have many different cards with many different meanings. With scrying with a mirror or water or fire, it's basically what you see. So it's a very vague thing. Best thing I can tell you is meditate. You will know when you're meditating hard enough, and it's not really hard, it's basically clearing your mind, but I always recommend yoga, always, because it's really good at getting you meditating. So that's why it's vague, and it's different for every other person. So your best bet would be to ask any Wiccans whether they're on blogs or groups or whatever, and ask everybody, what's scrying like for you? If you scry with water, how do you feel? And maybe it'll make more sense to you if you ask many different people, because it's not the same for every person. So hopefully that helps. I'll look and see if maybe I can find something a little more defined on it, and then I'll either email you or reply to you or whatever, or make another video. So hopefully that helps. Let me check my time quick. Okay, I got plenty of time. Whizzing right through these. Got another one from Stephanie, who's 21. She's a CNA. Woohoo! Just like me. But her name on here is sroman04. And she wanted to know any advice I might have for someone who's interested in Wicca. First thing I always tell people is to read the basic tenets of Wicca, because those are pretty much the same no matter what branch of Wicca you're in, the Wiccan Read and stuff like that. Just basic guidelines, the principles, or the 12 laws or principles, whatever they call them in whatever book you read. The other thing to do is read on the different types of Wicca, because there's shamanism, there's a Christian Wiccan, I can't remember the name of it right now, but there's a Catholic kind of a Catholic Hispanic type Wicca. It's mostly prevalent, and it's Hispanics that are Christian. They use a lot of the Catholics type stuff, all the different saints and stuff like that. There's Irish, Celtic, Celtic and Irish is somewhat the same. There's Egyptian. There's many different branches. I'm eclectic. I use everything. So, because I just find it, I guess, more flexible. So read about the different branches of it, and you could probably just go online and look up branches of Wicca, and it'll probably show you many different ones, and decide whether you want to be eclectic or if you want to be a certain one, whichever one speaks to you. Really, the best thing I can tell if you're interested in Wicca, research. Whenever, instead of watching TV, go online, look stuff up. Just look up Wicca and go to as many sites as you can. So many people go, I don't know which sites to go to, blah, blah, blah. And the thing is that what y'all don't understand is, when I started Wicca, it was before YouTube. It was before the internet was a huge thing and videos were everywhere. So how I did it was I just went online, looked up Wicca, and just read everything I could. I printed out papers and took them home with me, because I was a senior in high school at the time. Search, and pretty soon it takes over your life, and you're always online looking for stuff. And just read as many books as you can, and decide whether it's for you. It's a personal thing, you know. Do a lot of meditation on it. You know, again, yoga, very good for meditation. You know, just kind of really search out information and see if it's for you, because nobody can tell you it's for you. You'll just know. And I know I always say that, but I mean, you'll just know one way or another. It's like with anything else, you know. You just know that that's the right one for you. So the other one I had is from Michigan Baby Girl 98. And there's Samantha is her name. She's 12 years old. She's been studying Wicca since she was 7. Good for you. You started young. Wish I could say that. I started when I was 18. I cannot find spells. I do not know how to use them. Can you please help? Good way to find spells is look up Book of Shadows. Like, look up Book of Shadows online, and a lot of times a lot of sites will have Book of Shadows. Another thing you can do, and I've said it before, you can get a CD. Look for free Book of Shadows CD, and basically you pay like $2 to get a CD sent to your home, and it has this on it. It has this Book of Shadows, which has spells for everything you think of: healing, money, jobs, you know. And it's put into sections, and it's just on the computer, and you can just go through it looks like a book. You click the pages, and it, you know, flips over. And so sometimes it's a little hard to read. Basically, what I did was I printed out all those pages, and I'm now transferring them into my actual Book of Shadows. So it's a little, when you print them off, they're a little hard to read, but on the screen they're pretty good. And that is a huge one. And then the other one I always recommend is called Everyday Spells by Dorothy Morrison. Hold on. Okay, apparently it doesn't want me to find it, but it's called Everyday Spells by Dorothy Morrison, and I like that one. That has a huge, I mean, half of the book is just spells. Since you're a little younger, some of the other ones you can do is Teen Witch by Silver Ravenwood. She's got a lot of spells in there, and they're teen geared, so they have a lot to do with like tests you take. I mean, it's a lot of the kids stuff that, like, as an adult you're not going to use them, but as a kid they're very helpful. You know, they've got things for taking tests and how to give it over crushes and stuff like that, so that's kind of good too. Let me check my time again, and I'll go on to the next one. Okay, I'm 13 minutes. Let's see if I can get another one in. Okay, the other one is from Harmoner. It says, hello. I just wanted you to ask some questions on, like, how to start, what to do, and stuff like that. Again, I say this a lot. You need to search out your own information. Me looking it up isn't going to help you nearly as much as if you search this information out yourself. On my next video, I'm going to ask you all kind of a little question and have you reply and see how, if I get a lot of votes for this, I will do it. So look at my other video, and if it's something you want to do, Harmoner, let me know. If you don't let me know, I'm not going to do it. So I'll go on to the next video, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.